honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced.
Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken to the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
.52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Alert! Alert!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Open man is Ross, complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready? Black 22.
Hey, watch your leg. Switch.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Switch. Hey, stop. Follow. Let's go.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Even.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Easy.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike, easy. Hey. Green, triple team.
Five's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere.
Five's the mic.
Sonny.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Blue way.
5. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Wait.
My 5.
What we got?
Hey,
What we got?
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
Go.
My 5.
Easy. Hey. Green, triple team. Ready to go.
From the 44, Winston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
That's good for Bengals. First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 3, check 1.
Hey, we heavy on you.
Now Winston. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Dontari Poe in on the stop. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, baby.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Rush in. Check.
Hurry. He's alert. I got it.
Now again, right side. It's Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw, Mayfield. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
And the Browns first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 50. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Watch the real. Watch the safety creep.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Mayfield got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Hines. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Check 4. Undercrunch. Here we go, even. Easy.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
5 on 50. 5-0. Flip it. Easy.
Mixon will try the right side. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Ready? White 25.
Go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Check. Sonic.
Lucky, lucky.
Follow.
Go. Come to ball.
On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Taki coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down. It's Hines, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
180. Hey, award 33.
You can't block me. Check 52 to mine.
Hey, exit. 52 to mine.
1st down, Mayfield. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3.
They run the counter. It's Bass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Green, triple T.
Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. Let's go. Mike 16. Mike 16.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And that's caught by Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hips seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
King.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 99.
Green, triple T. Easy. Sonny. Echo. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the
Jameis to throw it. And he completes it to Westbrook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Winston from the gun on third down. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. To throw, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's Winston. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Defenders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Shoot. Hey, watch the edge. Showing it.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Easy. Green, triple T. Hey, let's get it conversion.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 31.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
3 down.
Flip it. Hey, easy.
Double up.
Hey, easy. Let's go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Easy. Let him go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mike 5. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you. Easy. Easy. Me and you all day.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Mike 5.
Easy. I got you. Mike 5. Easy.
Come, defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullet good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Get that quarterback.
What's the
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. Spot.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Hines on the toss play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slam. Watch, watch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Mayfield, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And some room to work. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
It's now 2nd and 6.
General West.
27-yard line.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, D.
They go play action. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Pistol. Hurry!
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
My touch!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 16. Mike 16. Mike 16. Here we go. Here we go.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Easy, easy, easy. Easy, 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 easy. Hey.
16. Here we go. Here we go.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road